So hello and welcome back to Random Silly Math, and I think I'm gonna be more serious with my videos now. Although my first intent is to amuse you in a kind of scary way, I also feel like I have an obligation to help you do well in your mathematics. So I'll be a bit more serious in my videos from now on. So today, as you might have guessed, we have a set of words here, distance/midpoint. What does that mean? Well, the overseer of mathematics has given me even more problems to do, so I guess that's what we're gonna do. And this is page 525 in the EMSCO textbook. Ew, what is that? See, this is what I do not like about this. It's laggy and it's just, ugh. And it's black and now it doesn't even work and ugh. Stupid software. Anyways, this is in the EMSCO, page 525. I'm going to do some problems. So the first question that she gives us is, if A is situated at point 3, -2, and B is situated at 5, 4, then what is the distance between these 2 points? In other words, what is the length of AB in simplest form? Well, you might graph this to yourself and think, oh, I can use Pythag, and in a sense you would be right. It is diagonal, so what do we do when the thing is diagonal? Well, we could, because coordinate grids often give you right triangles, as you'll see here when we do some counting. So if we go to the right 3 and up 2, and that's A, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's B. By the way, this is wrong what I just did. Do not focus on this. It's supposed to be 3, -2, so this is actually A. Hold on a second. Okay, so here we have it, and it isn't really straight right on any parallel to any x and y axis. So what do we do here? Well, if we go left 2, 1, 2, and we make a line, and then we go up 1, 2, and we go up 6, then we have a right triangle with legs of side 2 and 6, and we just need to find x. So we can do that right now. That's 2 squared plus 6 squared equals x squared. And that would just be, what, 40 equals x squared. Square root of both sides would give you 2 red 10 equals x, and that would be your answer, and it is the answer. But there's a much quicker way to do this, and it goes by several names, but most of you may call it the distance formula. And what is the distance formula? It is the square root of x1 minus x2, or I like to call this is the absolute value of the x values, of the absolute value of the difference of the x values. Even though I don't have the absolute value, it has to be the absolute value squared plus the absolute value of the difference of the y values squared. And with this, you can find the distance of any 2 points on a coordinate grid. That's the distance formula. And so we have done 5, but let's do 7. I'm not going to do all of the problems in the math textbook. I just want to give you an idea, and also I want to go over something else. So A is 1, 2, B is 3, 4. Well, use the distance formula. That is going to be the absolute value of 1 minus 3 squared plus the absolute value of 2 minus 4 squared. And really, we don't really need the absolute value, right? Because what happens when we do this? Say that we just let this as parentheses -2 squared plus -2 squared. Well, it's still going to be positive, isn't it? So there's really nothing to worry about. It's just going to be 4 plus 4. That's red 8, and that's 4 red 2. So 4 red 2 is our answer here. Simple, simple, simple. Just want to do one more of this type of question. Heck, let's try 10. A is -3, 3. B is 3, -3. Kind of fun. So, we have this, -3 minus 3 squared plus 3 minus -3, which is just 3 plus 3 squared. That is -6 squared plus 6 squared. That's 72. What is that? 6 red 2. Okay, simple, simple, simple enough. If you just know your distance formula. Well, why do I have the word midpoint? Because obviously, if we're going to do the distance formula one day, then probably tomorrow we're going to do the midpoint formula also. So let's try the midpoint formula. So I have to make up problems here, God. So let's say we have a point at the origin, and that's A. And then we have a point B, and it's 6, 4. And I told you to find the midpoint of AB. Well, this doesn't have anything to do with what is the length of AB. I'm just telling you what the midpoint is. So I'm gonna give you a little thing here. It's called the midpoint formula, and I think I'm gonna have to invent it because alright, so the midpoint formula. So it's just the average of the x values, comma, the average of the y values. It's literally as simple as that. So it's huge parentheses, x1 plus x2 over 2, comma, y1 plus y2 over 2. Yes, I'm pretty sure this is the formula for the midpoint. It's just the average of the x values and the average of the y values. So if you want to applicate this in real life, 0 plus 6 over 2, comma 0 plus 4 over 2, this would be 6 over 2, this goes to 3, this goes to 2, so our final answer would be 3, comma 2 is the midpoint of these 2 points. Simple! And that's it. Thanks guys, smiley face. Do good in math class.